Hey guys and girls, welcome back. Okay, I've done like 7 of these pistons and got them ready. I'm just gonna show y'all kind of what I'm doing here. Um, Checking the ring gap on all the pistons, the rings before I get them put in, and I'm just gonna kind of demonstrate how I'm gonna do it. These here are all been real good and has already been gapped. Okay, I've got the second ring in there. I'm going to use the piston to square it up real good. Okay, got it up against the oil rings. I got it squared up. And I'm running my filler gauge in there. Check the gap. Gap's good. I like it. Okay. Now I'm going to take the second ring. You ain't supposed to spiral these on. They say to spread them with a ring spreader, but you can use your thumbs and just get in there and spread it apart. I stagger them 180 degrees. Okay, I got the second ring in there now. Now I'm going to take in, if you'll look at them on the top of your second ring, it'll say top or it'll have a dot on it or something. But your very top ring, you can't get it on wrong. So now I'm sticking it in the cylinder. Now I'm taking my piston, squaring it back up using the second ring. Taking my filler gauge. Perfect. Now let's say we did have to open this gap up, especially on a boosted application and everything. You're going to take your file. I prefer using the file. It takes a little bit longer, but you can get it. You ain't worried about taking too much off at one time. And you just want to file on that one side. Just one side. And once you get through filing it and everything, you want to take your file and kind of go around the edges and make sure you ain't got a burr sticking on it or anything that'll cause your ring to stick. But this here's good. Okay, this and here's a little booger. It is a little harder ring. Like I said, that in there, that top ring, that dude's a little bit booger. Okay, now we got all the pistons. You've got all the rings on the pistons. I've got each piston marked. I've done them for each cylinder hole and every hole. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of show you a DIY kind of polishing the rod journals. I'm going to get you a little closer up here where you can see a little better. Well, okay, before y'all say anything, okay, you kind of see this one here, how it's kind of dull, and it's got that oil burn, just burnt oil, right in between there. Kind of got a real dull finish on it and everything. Okay, look at this in here. Look how pretty and shiny it is and everything. This is a DIY. Y'all's probably gonna laugh. But this is a kind of DIY. You need a shoestring and you need some lapping compound. Okay, what you're gonna do, you're gonna spread that on there. Take your shoestring. It's just a cloth. I I used white just to kind of see how nasty it's going to get. Take your shoestring, wrap it around there. I make one complete lap. And then you just kind of work it. Just walk it back and forth. That in there looks pretty good now. We're going to turn it. I'm going to come back and clean them and wipe them off real good as soon as I get through. That's probably a little bit overkill on the compound, lapping compound. So you just kind of work it down through there. See, that's just kind of a neat little trick. I don't know how well y'all can see it. Hope y'all can see it pretty good. Okie doke. We got one kind of DIY polished crank. And hang on a minute, I'm going to go ahead and clean it up. And flip the engine back over and we'll get ready to start putting our pistons in it. Alright guys, I've got the crank cleaned up. Got the number 2 piston in. Now remember, these rod caps, these rods are a crack style rod, and they'll only go on, well, they will go on both ways, but you know, just they got to be that certain way. And I tell you what you can do to kind of get that. you know, just draw your little line down through there. You'd rather be safe than sorry. Okay, now this is number one rod, number one piston. Okay, I'm gonna take the caps off. This is about the handiest thing right here invented since PB&J. You know, instead of having to fight it, you just take it, slide her down in there. Make sure your ring's in there good. Slide it down in there. It's a tapered ring compressor. Put your rod down in there. Set it on there. Get your arrow lined up where you want it. It's just as easy as that, people. No fighting with that other style. Got a little ahead of myself too. Did y'all catch that? I sat there and thought about that. Put your tabs, your tangs, put them on the rods and everything, in the other hose. Got one for the rod cap. I want to see if I can't do this upside down. Ain't looking too good because I had the compressor on her wrong way too. Got my assembly lube. Ain't nobody ever told me, or accused me of being stingy on my assembly lube, but that's always a good thing. There we go. Okay, I don't have a mark here, so my mark's got down there on the bottom. Put my mark on the bottom. As y'all can see, I'm probably a lot better working without trying to talk at the same time. You know, I used to be, I could say I used to be a blonde, but I don't want to offend anybody on that, so. Got the mark goes down. Don't everybody freak out about this, but okie doke. Y'all kind of see how I done that and everything, so I'm gonna get the rest of these pistons in, rods and pistons in, and then I'll holler back at you. Just hang tight for a minute. Alright, guys and girls, we got all the pistons put in. Pistons and rods put in. And fix to start corking it down. Corking them down. I like doing it in 2 stages. It just seems, you may not necessarily need to. That's just the way I like to do it. Everybody's different. Yeah, let's see how many laugh about me having put my glasses on. See, everybody was kind of panicking about me picking up the impact, and just kind of snugging them up with it. I'm going to 30 pounds on the first time. If y'all hear that kind of dragging sound, that's just the rings in the cylinder wall. This crankshaft turns over real good and smooth. I get to talking and I'm afraid to lose track of what I'm doing. So. at any time when you're torquing these rods and stuff down, if it gets to where you cannot turn it, you stop right there, what you're doing, because something ain't right. You know, you got some clearance issues. But, you know, I've just got this crescent wrench on there, and I'm not really actually having to crank on it hard. You know, it's got some resistance because the rings on the cylinder walls and everything. But it's smooth. There's no binding to it. It's just smooth. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's got the pistons in it. Got them torqued down and everything. And everything's looking good on it. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and please like, share, and subscribe. And I've got a lot of work to do this weekend on this car, and got a lot of work to do on this weekend. Sorry about that. And like I said, you know, there's a lot of YouTubers out there and everything that's, you know, doing this, you know, and I've talked to a lot of them and everything. You know, Sammy at Boost is my friend. I forgot about Mac TV the other day. He's answered a lot of my questions. Nicky Bobby Racing. They're a bunch of cool guys and everything. And be sure to check out Mountain Garage. Sean, he'll take the time to answer your questions too. But somebody please comment on my videos and everything. Let me know if there's any ways I can improve. I'm not a YouTube expert. I'm just starting out and everything. So let me know how I can improve and everything. And you know, please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that bell, and leave a comment. You know, let me know how everything's looking and everything. Appreciate it, guys and girls. I'm out of here. See you on the next one.